Another great channel for inspiration is the channel FilmRight. If I had to classify them, I would put them under entertainment/education with a focus on filmmaking. So what they do is they create tutorial videos and generally just a community around filmmaking. They do things like showing you how to do effects, talking about writing, talking about different film equipment, answering questions from the community, doing challenges. They're all about filmmaking, and that's really important because there aren't a lot of YouTube channels out there that build communities, and that is what FilmRight does great, is they build a community around what they focus on. And in this case, that would be filmmaking. They build a fantastic filmmaking community where you actually have in the comment system people responding and asking each other questions all about just filmmaking. So that's a really key point. And the way they do this is that they create this sort of fun dynamic in the videos, and then they create things like the challenges, and they create things like basically asking the audience for suggestions or critiquing different sort of things. And this creates this sort of audience that goes in a circle and everyone sort of helps each other out. That's a fantastic thing that FilmRight does well. Another thing to watch for if you come to FilmRight's channel is look for the unique humor and the uniqueness to their channel. There are 1,000 ways that you could teach filmmaking, but the way that FilmRight does it, it's entertainment and it's engaging. It's something that makes you want to watch their videos. I find myself watching 12, 13, 14-minute long videos just because it's a FilmRight video. Even if it's on something that I don't really care about in the filmmaking realm, I'll watch the video because they make it so entertainment, and there's always jokes and skits and funny things sort of sprinkled throughout the videos that make them worth watching. So I would definitely come to FilmRight and check that stuff out. You'll notice how even if it isn't something that you want to learn, you want to keep watching the video, and that's a really good point to know, is to make your videos so entertaining that people that don't want to learn what the video is about still watch the video. If you'll check out their stats over here, there have been a pretty consistent channel over the years. They had a sort of a really big growth right here, and then it sort of went down, and it's been consistent at about 20,000 subscribers a month since then. So if we actually just take it from here on, it's probably a little bit more of a truthful one. So you can see that they're right about 20,000 subscribers a month and right about probably around 2 million views a month since they've basically come about. And those are pretty good numbers. Those are very consistent numbers, especially for the niche community they're targeting. They have a lot of fun with it, and they're always growing and getting into bigger and bigger productions, and that's really fun to watch from them. So if you want to check out a channel that does the sort of uniqueness right and a channel that builds a community, FilmRight is the channel to check out. They have some fantastic videos, and they even teach you how to create and do filmmaking. So if you're just getting into creating videos, these are some great people to come and watch all their content to figure out some of the stuff that you can do to make your videos a little bit better. I mean, there's videos on like tripod tricks and stuff like that all throughout here. So definitely come check FilmRight out. Definitely come see what they're all about, and I think you'll learn something about your channel as well. Another great channel to look at for uniqueness and for building a style is Wong Fu Productions. Wong Fu Productions is basically an entertainment channel. They make skits, they make little comedy shorts, but they focus on the Asian American and Asian communities. This is very interesting because it focuses on a sort of a group of people that are typically actually underrepresented in the filmmaking industry. So what they've done is they're trying to balance that, and they actually have content that's sort of tailored towards people who might have grown up in the Asian community, which is kind of neat if you really think about it, because a lot of people haven't done that before. They haven't really sort of tailored towards this market, and it does really well. It attracts viewers from both that community and from all over the world in just different sort of regards. So like, for example, one of their most popular videos is the Asian Bachelorette. It's just because it sort of throws, those stereotypes in your face and makes you laugh at, how silly they are, while doing it in a really fun and sort of engaging way. And then they do a lot of like relationship stuff, like Are We on a Date, where it'll keep pinging back and forth of someone trying to figure out if they're on a date or not. It's really sort of relatable stuff with a sort of a focus on this Asian American community that makes it so interesting, that makes it so unique. So these guys have built a really good formula, and they've been at it for, I think, 7 or 8 years now, maybe even longer than that. And that's kind of what this video is about, is them making fun of that, is that they're only at 3 million subscribers after doing it for this long, but they love to do it, and they're going to continue to do it. And that's something that you can also get from this channel. So the first thing is how to look at, finding a niche and then just really destroying that niche, becoming the best you can at that niche. And then the second thing is the consistency, how they never stopped making videos, even though they are low in subscribers for probably the first 3 years, and then it took them maybe 4 years to get their first million, and then it took them, I think, 6 more years after that, 4 more years after that to get up to 3 million. So they've been slow going, but they don't stop. They post consistent, amazing content, and that is what really has catapulted them up to one of the big YouTubers and allows them to basically become a full-time YouTuber. You can see this over here in the statistics. They don't get, millions and millions of subscribers per month, but they do get a good amount of subscribers per month, and they have a very, very sizable amount of views. And this, when they have some viral videos, sometimes that shoots up and they will, get a little extra right here, and then it goes back down to their normal, right around 4 million views per month. A great channel to look at, a great channel for style, uniqueness, and consistency. Also in the entertainment realm, but in a completely different direction, is the channel Snowman Gaming. So Snowman Gaming is a channel that is not just about playing games, but about analyzing games and figuring out stuff like good game design, and then just discussing different things like, whatever happened to cheat codes, stuff like that. They're basically an entertainment channel with a focus on video game design. And this is a very unique niche that hasn't been really explored a lot on YouTube. And that is why the people over here have really started to get a good amount of growth. I would still put them in the growing channel category. They only have 121,000 subscribers. And if you check, they only have about 600,000 views per month. Now, that isn't bad. That's about, 15,000 a year. Not the worst thing in the world at all. But they definitely have some room to grow. And you can see that they've been slowly getting more and more views on average over time, as well as subs over time as well. If I had a recommendation for this channel, I would say that they should post content more frequently. As you see, it's 2 weeks and 4 days and 1 day. There's no real consistency to the channel, and there isn't really a lot of videos being put out. So I think they need to definitely work on getting some more content out there. That would help them grow a lot, especially because their uploads are only at 165. The more videos you have, especially with this sort of stuff, the more and more views you're going to get. What this channel does really good, though, is it sticks with its theme. Its theme is like this sort of snow theme and gaming. So they do a lot of different things around gaming, and there's always this sort of frosty theme going throughout all of the games, especially when you get into the videos. There's also this really neat sort of music that plays behind it, and a very good animation, and just really you go through the basics of it. As you go through it, it's very condensed down to just exactly what you want to see in a video that would talk about good game design. And so that's really refreshing to see throughout the videos, and it allows people to subscribe and they understand the sort of high quality videos that they're going to get. So this is a great channel to check out for uniqueness, how you can create videos that are, really, really concise, really, really just tell a story, or even just sort of go over, they're almost like video essays. They go over a point and they try to explain the point in a really nice way. One thing to learn from this channel is to post more often. You'll see that their growth numbers are decent, but if they had been posting, every other day or even just once a week, they would have a lot more videos, and I feel like they would have a whole lot more views and subscribers. It would just be a whole lot easier to do if you have a lot more content. More people would be coming to your channels, more people would be subscribing. You would have a greater influence over the market. Great channel to check out. Definitely give them a look to learn a little bit for your channel. Another really interesting set of YouTube channels to look at is the channels of Lee and Lee, and then Nate Wants to Battle, which is now Nathan Sharp Give Heart Records. So what is so interesting about these channels? Well, they've both got basically their fame and their start from creating English versions of anime songs, and really it didn't have to be anime. A lot of times it was just video game songs or cartoon songs that weren't in English, or even some that were in English, just recovering them in a different way. And that's what both of these channels did. One of them that is a channel by a woman, the other one is a channel by a man, and they basically just sort of fill the niche, and sometimes they'll actually come together and do collab videos. These channels are really interesting to check out because of how unique their niche is. It's very, very specific, yet it gets a lot of views, and their quality on each one of these is extremely high. What they do is they find popular songs that are in another language, or just popular songs that maybe don't have the elements that they like, and they'll recreate these songs and create a cover of them. And through these covers, they are able to basically hit the mainstream markets because some people are looking for English versions of these songs, as well as create a sort of a unique base because it hasn't been done before. So through this combination, they've gotten some fantastic growth, and they both have Lee and Lee has 10 million views per month. Nate Wants to Battle has about 9.1 million views a month, and that corresponds to about 250,000 K a year. And so that's really, really good. And that's basically on top of that they have album sales, that they actually create albums and they sell albums with their music. So they're doing very well for themselves because they found a niche, an area that they enjoyed and that wasn't being covered at the time. And they created a channel around that and posted a ton of consistent content on there. And I know that they probably did some research to see which music videos or music sort of tracks were most requested. They created some content around there that gives them a lot of views, gives them a lot of subscribers, and it has just created this chain, this sort of recurring cycle that keeps giving them more subscribers, more viewers, and then even more sales on their albums. So these are some great channels to check out for uniqueness, for using a skill to sort of get a lot of views, their voices being their skills, and then just sort of looking in a very interesting niche, being something as so targeted as just anime video game theme covers and getting popular from just that. Another great person to look at when you're looking for a way to make your channel unique is Lindsay Sterling. She has created basically only 104 videos, but is one of the most watched YouTubers of all time. You can see that even when she hasn't posted in about 3 weeks, she's still getting insane amounts of views. Her video view rank is 422nd, her subscribers 138. And this all just comes from the amazing uniqueness that she's created. All she does is violin covers and sort of music videos on these violin covers. But what she does is she dances around while she does it, doing like ballet and modern sort of dance moves. And that has created this sort of brand new genre of music that was never there before. And she started out basically on YouTube just creating these videos, except she never created lower end videos. She's always had extremely high quality videos. And that's what kind of got her fame. She started off in the video game realm creating videos sort of around those and then putting in some original songs in there. And through her high quality videos, it created something that was shareable, something that people wanted to see. And her biggest video was Crystallized, which got 189 million views. But the more she posted, the more the fame that she got. And she actually goes on tour now, and she was on Dancing with the Stars. And it all happened because she was very creative in her idea thought process. She created something that was very, very unique and something that just really worked for her. And so that's kind of a good lesson on finding the uniqueness, is that you might not think that your niche is popular, but if you put a lot of work and a lot of dedication into it, it can become popular. No one thought that violin covers that included dance would be something that would be amazingly popular, but it is. It's something that has gotten her basically to the top of the top in Hollywood. The ability to, be on Dancing with the Stars, and the ability to have this many views and to have albums and successful, live tours and stuff like that. It's all because of just this thought of a very creative niche, and it works so well for her. That's what I would recommend, is to just think about what can you do really, really well? What can you do with a really high quality? And that's the area you should hit. Even if you don't think it's a big niche market, try to go down that area and see if maybe there is a hidden gem in there. If you want to look for one of the kings of YouTube, Casey Neistat is definitely one of them. What he did was he created a daily vlog I think he did it for just over a year. And when he was doing that daily vlog, it wasn't like he was putting out low quality content. He was putting out high quality vlog videos every single day. And that was the consistency that really drove him to the top of the top. You'll notice that he stopped recently, but if you go back, you'll notice that the vlog is just sort of, there's so many videos that he created. He's put out 863 videos, and he always found something to talk about every single time. And it got amazing sort of reviews and, I don't know, I guess traction. The more that he put out, the more sort of support he got, and it just showed like the sort of the consistency that you can get if you put out consistent quality content. He actually rose to at one point having 130 million views in 1 month. That is a substantial amount of views. At the current point, which is about 43 million views, he's making like 1 million. So at that point, he was making probably close to $200,000 to $300,000 a month or greater. And that is just something that's insane. And it all comes from his dedication and his work to continually make content that people want to watch. He just basically kept posting, and it threw him to the top. So if you want to look for someone that does consistency and that basically knows how to vlog, how to tell the story as consistent as possible, how to basically cut out all the fat and only tell the story that you're supposed to be telling, then Casey Neistat is definitely the person to check out. He is a great vlogger on YouTube, and he is one of the best. A great consistent channel to check out is the Node channel. These are basically under the entertainment and gaming category. What they do is they play a variety of games, and it's just basically a group of 5 people, the main 5 people in the stories, and that's sort of the consistent basis. After that, they play video games, and that's about it. They play anything and everything. They also do some real life video game stuff like Nerf stuff, and then some airsoft stuff every once in a while as well. They also, I believe, have a D&D campaign that they do. So it's all sort of just the interactions around playing games with this group of people. And the authenticity from it is what really sort of brings this channel to life, is that it's these 5 people that are very good friends, and you can, sense it during the playthroughs. They make you laugh. They're very concise. They don't run on for like 40 or 50 minutes. They're all about 15 minutes maximum, and that's just enough for you to get engaged and then not get bored with the content. And then the sort of the breadth of content that they do is also fantastic. They cover not only just regular popular games. They have an entire VR setup where 4 of them can play VR at the same time. They have really good gaming computers so that they can play these amazing games on high quality. And they just make sure that the viewing experience is something that is important. So it's something that's top quality. The reason they got the better computers is not because it allows them to play better, it's because it gives us a better show. It allows us to see things more clearly in the video and therefore to enjoy it more. So these guys are sort of the kings of this consistent content. They post a video every other day, I want to say, and they've been doing it for, I believe, 5 or 6 years now. They are at 990 uploads. Amazing. They have 16 million views a month, 56,000 additional subscribers. You can kind of see their chart down here. It's just sort of slowly been growing over time, which is pretty amazing in respect when you get up to these high numbers, is that they've actually been able to maintain sort of a consistent growth, especially with views. And so that's something to sort of look at, is their consistency, their dedication to just doing whatever they want with their group of people is really important, because it gives a channel a unique spin. It's not only a gaming channel. Sometimes they throw in things like Nerf, Rainbow Six Siege, or VR things, or sometimes airsoft, like they did a real live airsoft, PUBG airsoft. They have so many different things. They also create custom matches, like where they'll invite the entire community to come and play a game with them. So in this case it was right here, and that builds this awesome community as well. Really great channel, really good channel to check out for consistent, high-quality gameplay footage, and just a good time overall. These guys have some great things that you can learn from them.